Hi, Gil from Testing Gil here, and today we'll talk about bug hunts. Bug hunts are an exploration activity, and just like regular exploration, it needs a couple of aids to make it more effective. The name bug hunt kind of takes away from the exploration meaning. The whole goal of exploration is learning how the system is actually working, while the name bug hunt is more focused on what is not working. A bug hunt is a part of a list of testing activities. Like we have developer tests, or automation, or exploration, a bug hunt can be and should be part of our list of testing activities. While it can be just for the testers to do the bug hunt, sometimes it involves the whole team. Sometimes it's like a festival. We eat pizzas and a whole party vibe. This is a good time to remind everyone that we want happy teams working together. Collaborative teams are productive teams, and we want more of those. So we want more of those activities, although you may want to ease up on the pizza. A bug hunt can be a free-for-all with no direction. But with a bit of planning and a direction up front, you can let the hunters know what we're actually after. Everyone can join the hunt. Developers, DevOps, support people, product people. Everyone gets their own view of the product into their testing. Different people get different views, and that means different aspects of learning. So let's talk preparation. It really helps if you have some rules. Here are some things you might want to communicate to the hunters. First, the goal. Finding bugs may be the goal, but it might also be just learning how the application works in general. It also helps to let everyone know which features are part of our plan and which are not. Along with the goal, tell the hunters what are the things that are more interesting to explore and report about. It helps to prepare some charters up front so people can pick them and work with them. Or even better, before we start, we build a list of charters together with the hunters. Then they can pick charts and start from there. Stability. Some of the features may be ready for testing. Some of them may be mid-development. Some of them were maybe already tested. We need to communicate the status and stability of these features for the people who are not day-to-day testing activities, so they will be prepared. Also, draw a line around things that we don't want people to get stuck on. What we might consider common knowledge in the testing may not be that clear to the other people. The time box. How much time we're actually scheduling for the hunt, and how to make the most of it. In addition to the goal and the stability, it gives the hunters some kind of picture of how much time they have to go down rabbit holes that they find and when to stay on the ground. Guidance. What happens when the hunters have a question? People will get stuck or see weird things or may see something that they were not clear whether it's a known bug or a new one. In order to be more effective, we need to designate a point person who can answer these questions as they happen. This person, probably from the test team, should be able to not only answer questions but also give suggestions and guidance of what to do next. Cheat codes. If you want the hunters to go through some specific workflow or steps, tell them they need to know that. If they need to bypass some potholes, they need to know how to do that as well. You don't want the hunters to go in circles for 15 minutes before asking the point person what to do next, or how do I solve that, only to get the answer of, oh, you should have done it this way, and fix their situation like in 5 seconds. So think about what you need to communicate in terms of cheat codes to the team and communicate those as well. Documentation. How do we document our findings? Well, not in Jira, not during the hunt. It begins with the tools that you want the hunters to use, like screen recorders or snapshots. Whatever is easy to use, and they need to know how to use those tools. If they don't, teach them how. Why not Jira? Or whatever system that you're working with to report bugs. The hunters don't want to fill in forms while they're doing testing. Usually they won't feel that this is part of their job. So they don't want to feel that they're wasting time on administrative stuff. Instruct them to write things down using their methods to capture what they've seen. And then later we'll formally document this stuff. We should remember that non-testers will not report findings the way the testing usually does. So do not expect the high standard that you expect from yourself or the rest of the team. It's not their fault they're not testers. Also, one of the preparation that we do is direct the point person to help instruct the team how to document the stuff, the tools that they use, and what we need to focus on the documentation in order to do that better and formally later. Location, location, location. Before we start the hunt, we need to designate a place to do it. We want a place where people can interact with each other. So that would be either one big room or a couple of adjoining rooms that are very close to one another. I don't recommend doing bug hunts across locations, unless you have a point person in each location. When people get stuck, they will need immediate response, and they will turn to the point person, and we don't want to build bottlenecks in that process. Preparations. When we start the hunt, people expect things to be ready, so we need to prepare the things to do the hunt. That means that the app is up and running, data files are organized in some place that everybody knows about, the right configuration is in place. While the testers might probably know their way around the application and tweaks and what needs to be done very quickly, they can set things up, the rest of the team probably doesn't. So in order to make this hunt successful, we need to prepare everything for them to come in and just start hunting. All the things that we discussed that we need to communicate, we need to do in a briefing before we start the hunt for everyone. And one more thing, don't worry about perfection, you won't get it. Expect people to explore, find things, report them, and eventually you'll know more about the application that you knew before. With luck, with some skill, you may find things that you didn't expect to find, and now that you know them, you can do something about them. After the hunt, do a debrief where everyone can shortly describe what they found and saw. After you thank everyone, and please remember to do that, decide how to document the important findings. You, the tester, can sit down with the hunter and document stuff, this time up to your standards, the way you want them in your system. Next thing you need to do is decide what to do about the findings. You might see that some bugs were found in the same area, so you might want to explore more. Or you might see that there are too many unrelated issues happening to different people, which may consider thinking about the process. Some of the things you might be able to fix, like update procedures, automate tests, or even explore more. Other things you learn and fix for the next time. For example, starting off with a more stable build, or more data preparations, or maybe the ability to reset the system quickly. If you haven't done this before, start with a short bug hunt, less than an hour with a small team. Find out what works and what you need to prep people before the next time. As a rule, bug hunting sessions are like regular sessions. We need people to stay focused, and that means they probably need to be more short than long. But you learn what makes people think they had enough time to explore to feel more effective. If you feel that you need a bug hunt for a whole day, break it down into smaller sessions, prepare small charters, and rotate people around. Finally, and it may not sound professional, have fun. You can even gamify the process. For example, you can have the person who found the worst bug to have his face imprinted on the pizza next time you're going to order. Make sure that people are engaged, they're having fun, and learn in order to improve the next time you run a bug hunt. Good hunting, everyone! Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and watch other videos on this channel. And in the comments, tell me about your bug hunts. What made them successful, and how glorious were they? Until next time, bye-bye.